Hi everyone, I'm called Evans Moses, commonly known as Wasmeri Okabos on Facebook. You can still follow me as Evans Moses. You can still follow me as Wasmeri Okabos on Facebook. And I'm a young upcoming leader born in Kawalun village in Kakemet sublocation, Chamasiri location. That is in Nangurai division in Teso North sub-county, Busia County, and I'm a Kenyan citizen. I would like just to take this opportunity at least to have a little bit of advice to the young upcoming generation. Because being a leader is not just a matter of waking up today in the morning and say, I want to become a leader. What does it mean? It means that you have done a survey, you have moved along, you have interacted with so many people from different backgrounds. You have interacted with people from all over the tribes in Kenya. Basically, I thank God because I've moved across. I've moved across the nation. I've moved and met with several tribes. Almost, I can say I've met like over 40 tribes in Kenya. The only tribe I haven't met is Amakonde, that is in Mombasa. I haven't met, but I pray that anytime, any day, anytime, because basically right now I'm in Mombasa and I'll make sure I've met them. So I thank God that I've met almost the 40 tribes in Kenya, and I know each tribe and how they behave. So this morning I'll just like to take a little bit of time at least to say a word to the young upcoming leaders and young upcoming youths that it has come a time whereby we need to rise up as young leaders. We need to wake up as youths, because it has passed the era that old men will still be ruling us in terms of politics and so on. And today, I won't talk much about politics. Instead, I just want to talk much about how we can grow economically, socially, and even psychologically. That this morning, you can see I'm in the showground, Mombasa showground. That is, and then basically you can see it is the National Highway Authority and also agriculture and technology innovation. Today, this morning, I've taken my time at least to come here and have a rest and talk to so many people so that we can see on how we can grow economically and even socially, because most of the youths nowadays they normally depend on on employment opportunities, earning as little as 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, and as you can see, we as youths, imagine, for example, I'm giving us an example. Let me just do some little bit of calculation. You are earning 10,000, for example, living in Nairobi, and the way life is so difficult, the economy has risen. You are earning 10,000, subtract 4,000, that's a house rent. You are remaining with 6,000. Then assume you are staying in Imaradaima. From Imaradaima to town, working hours, using a matatu. In the morning you'll use like 80 shillings, in the evening you use 120. That's two that's like 200 per day, 200 per day per month. That's like 6,000. Imagine from 10,000, 6,000 fare, and 4,000 house rent. What will you have remain with? So today I've just come with an idea that we as young upcoming generation, uh, let's try our level best to make sure that we come up and team up together. We always say that a team is not only a group of people who work together, but people who can also trust each other. If we can come as young generation and have trust towards each other, and we come with business ideas, this morning I've been inspired, and I like inspiring people before they expire, and that's why I always say inspire myself before I expire. As young as I am right now, the way you can see, I can still inspire even old people, because we are well educated. People have got artisan courses, people have got diplomas, people have got certificates, people have got degrees, people have got masters, people that have got PhDs, and you can imagine somebody can attain a grade of A plane in maybe in Mangu High School, and he comes from Western. I take as an example because I also come from Western. You get an airplane, you move to Mangu, from Mangu you go to Kenyatta University. From Kenyatta University with a degree in maybe a degree in law, And basically, you can know in Western, there is no way you can apply law. Maybe you need to travel all the way from Western to the city centers like Nairobi, Mombasa, and so on. And nowadays, it's all about connection. Whom do you in the office that you are going? And as far as I'm a young upcoming leader, we are trying our level best to make sure that other than being well educated, other than being having a degree, a master, PhD, and certificate, what can we sit down as young generation and make sure that we can grow economically, we can grow socially, we can grow psychologically, and so on. Because if we can't team up together and come up with one idea of making collabos and coming up with business ideas, then my dear friends, we cannot go anywhere. And that's why I always appreciate our brothers from Central, the Kikuyus. Most of them, they always say these people are thieves. You can't tell me a Kikuyu is a thief, and yet he started selling melons, starting selling groundnuts, and so on. At the end of the day, he or she will be saving. One after a month, or even 2 months, 3 months, after a year, you will see that person with a motorbike, and then from a motorbike to a vehicle, from a vehicle to apartments. If we can come up with as young youths and team up together, the way I came up with an idea and I created a Facebook group known as TEAF. It was TEAF in full meant Teso Youth Association Forum, and after sitting with several friends and colleagues of mine, I came up with an idea saying that let it not just be for Teso Youths, let it just be a nationwide group. And I changed from Teso Youth Association Empowerment Association. I came up with an idea and creating, renaming it to Together Empowerment Youth Association Forum. That is TEAF. And after becoming that TEAF group on Facebook, I also decided to create. Uh, I created a WhatsApp group, and at the end of it, I got several members, and we came up with an idea. And right now, we have formed a circle. The circle is running. It's like 9 months old. The contribution is ongoing. For the first members, you pay 800 shillings, 500 for monthly contributions, uh, uh, 200 for account opening, then 100 for membership registration. But from the second month, you'll just be submitting 500 your monthly contribution, because at the end of the day, probably after 1 year, that will be in August, we shall start issuing out loans for the active members, depending with your savings. And basically, we have to making something great, because I want us as youth to depend majorly on agriculture and business, because you can so innovate. We need to be so innovative. Tukiwa hata kule mashinani kama vijana, tunaweza tengeneza matofali, tuzipige, tuziuze. Like in my local village right now, a brick is like 12 shillings, or else 10, the band ones. So we can still team up as youths and come up with the idea of molding even bricks. We can still have an idea of coming with maybe we can contribute, even if it means a bob or even two, so that we can hire acres of land, so that we can plant maize and even beans. We can do farming. We can also come up with the same idea, so that we can even hire a ranch, so that we can practice even animal keeping, livestock, and even birds. So we normally depend on this employment, and I assure you, my dear brothers and sisters, that if we can majorly depend on employment, we are really killing our generation. So let's just try to team up together. We can stay as youths. You can still follow me. You can inbox me in my Facebook account, Evans Moses. I can give you my number. We can chat on WhatsApp live. You can also follow me as Wasmero Kabose. You can still inbox me. We can chat much. I'm always a very free person. We can communicate wherever you come from. I'm not tribalistic. Basically, I'm a Teso, and I'm not tribalistic when it comes to a matter of concerning employment. I know at the end of the day, we shall team up together as youths, and you can make into something great. So this is just the first video that I've made, and I think out of this video, let's try to share. You can still share. We can still make to friendship. Like right now, Wasmero Kabose as my account is full. If you friend request me on Wasmero Kabose, my account is full. At least you can friend request me on Evans Moses so that we can have a little bit of chat. Then you can see on what we can do at the end of the day, because I'm free after my works, and at 5 from 5 in the evening I'm free. We can still chat. We can still make friendship. I keep on making friendship from Kenya, from Mombasa to Busia, from Garissa to Turkana, all the way from border Mount Elgon to maybe Taita Taveta, and all over the part of the country. I'm always very available. You can follow me. Most of you know me very well. I'm always very active. I always do respond to every questions. Right now I can say through my hands, and I say God is so great that thousands of youths have been employed, and I can't cheat. I know somebody can give a testimony somewhere else. I can't test myself that I've done so, but it's all about greatness from God, and I really appreciate God for what He has done to me. And I really encourage all people so that you can follow me. You can still follow me. You can still follow me on Instagram. You can still follow me on Twitter, and we discuss much. Despite that, my Instagram right now has got some mechanical problems and so on. The system, it has an error. We can still chat on Facebook and see on what we can do. I'm always very available. Napenda tujijenge kama vijana, napenda sana tusimame kama vijana, na natumai huu ujumbe unaweza fikia viongozi wetu kama haswa gavana wangu wa Busia County, mbunge wangu wa Teso North, pia bwana Ukuu Kaunya, ifikie naibu wa rais, ifikie rais wetu, mawaziri ambao wanasimamia miundo misingi na ambao wanasimamia vijana. Tungependa sana, mimi kama kiongozi wa vijana, ningependa sana mtutafute pia. Tukijaribu kuwatafuta hampatikani. Ningependa sana kuchukua fursa hii kuwaomba kwamba iwapo mnaweza patikana kama viongozi wetu, mpatikane ili muweze kutusaidia na sisi tuweze kujiendeleza kama vijana. Kwa siku ya leo sina mambo mengi sana ya kuongea, ila tu ninashukuru sana kwa wale wote ambao watakuwa wanachukua muda wao kunisikiza na kushare ujumbe wangu, na Mungu azidi kuwabariki. Tutakutana tunapochat kule kwa Facebook. Maula anatujalie, na nawatakia wenzetu Waislamu Idi njema. Nashukuru sana, asanteni.